Hello, Scorpio. It is time for your weekly reading, June 25th to 30th. I am so sorry I'm a little bit late, but here we are. It's been a crazy week. It's the beginning of summer. Well, we're into it now, and things are looking good weather-wise and stuff like that. So I hope you're enjoying every minute of it. And I hope this reading turns out to be fantastic for you. As you can see, I am using a double deck, which is something I love to do because it gives cards a chance to come up double if they want to, which is very nice. So we can see where there are areas that will come up really strong. Ugh, this card's coming up way too often lately. Too much sorrow in the world right now. Oh, well, there's something wonderful. Wow. Talk about a great finish. I think this is going to overshadow this, no problem. So, let's start out with the bad part. The Three of Swords is about sorrow. It just is plain and simple sorrow. It can mean a love breakup. It can mean that you're carrying pain from something that's already happened. It can mean anything that's going to cause you pain and sorrow. A lot of people right now, I think, are getting this because they have been cut off from loved ones. They have not been able to have the freedom they need to have in life, and they are upset about it, and they feel very, very unhappy about it. I think the three cards I'm seeing the most lately is the Ten of Swords, which is the one with the guy who's got swords in his back, if you're familiar with the tarot cards, and this card, and also the Eight of Swords, where the woman is trapped by the swords. These are the cards I am getting, and the Tower. So all of these cards are sadness and defeat and feeling trapped, and then the Tower is all this upheaval, and those are the four cards that are just coming up again and again and again and again in almost every reading, and the Tower is ridiculous how often I'm getting it. So this is sadness, but it can be overcome. I mean, even the most extreme sadness can be overcome in one manner or another, and this is mixed with such an amazing reading. I don't think this sorrow is, the kind that you won't get over, because once in a while there are those ones in life. So then we've got this card, one of my least favorite cards in the deck, because I never find it to be true. If you know me, you know this is how I feel about this card. I'm almost about to pull this card out of the deck and never use it again because I find it that ridiculous. My email is below. If you have a different experience, I'd love to hear it, because typically everybody, my clients and everything, always say the same thing. Now, this is a general reading, and I'm reading for lots of you, so obviously there will be people with different experiences, but I'm just going to throw out there the major meanings of this card. Failed plans is one of the original old meanings. Now, we all have failed plans here, there, and everywhere. I mean, that could mean anything. That could mean, you have to work and can't go to dinner with so-and-so, So we have failed plans all the time, and you probably won't even think about it. If it's a business is failing, I don't think this is the card that would come up. But maybe it is. Okay, so this card is considered a card of somebody who's possibly having an affair, or somebody who's, the recipient of that. It can mean theft. It can mean deception of some form. It can mean somebody's doing something behind your back, a robbery, all sorts of things of that nature. Somebody's doing something sneaky, gossip. I personally don't care about gossip. People can sit around gossiping about me all day if they don't have a life, but, if you're worried about gossip, maybe that's what it is. So I hate that card. I'm always going to hate the card unless it suddenly starts coming true, which I don't really want it to come true because it's not all that positive. But I always tell everybody, don't even worry about it, because it's just not a thing. Then we've got this card, the Four of Pentacles, a card that is often perceived as somebody being stingy or withholding something, hoarding a little bit, or, not giving when it's required, miserly, I don't always find that to be true. Sometimes it's true. So maybe you know somebody like that, and that's an issue. If it is, face it. Don't deal with them if you don't have to. Don't take them out to lunch if they hang on to every penny. I find the card also means hanging on to good things, hanging on to things that you're investing in. Sometimes it means you can't spend money because you're saving up for an investment. Maybe you're going to buy a house, and so you can't go out to dinner every 5 minutes and all the rest of it. For me, I consider this card hanging on to my kids because they're my biggest investment. So, it might have a positive spin. I feel that it often does. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is an amazing reading, okay? An amazing reading. The Wheel of Fortune is something fated, F-A-T-E-D, is going to come in, but I always say it's a card of luck. This card is a lucky card. Something good's going to happen to you. So look forward to that. And then the Ace of Swords is the beginning of something, the idea, some intellectual pursuit perhaps. Maybe you're going to take a course or go on a course of study, or you're going to start reading all the classics, or you're going to write a book. You're going to do some thought thing, or you're going to find a truth or clarity. You're going to go on a truth-seeking mission of some kind. You're starting something up, but it's super positive and super great. Something with this idea. You have an idea that you're going to put into action, and that is so exciting. Which brings me, you know what, let's just start with this card because this one's not quite as exciting as all the rest of this. So let's just get him out of the way. This is a card of a person in action, working hard, you, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're working, you're progressing, you're doing whatever, but you're a little bit defensive. Maybe you've been burned in the past. Maybe you're not thrilled with what you have to do to earn a living, or something's going on where there's a little bit of defensiveness here. Maybe your boss has not been terrific with you, maybe not very encouraging, or maybe you have your own business, but things haven't been going as well as you'd like them to. So there's this little bit of defensiveness, and I'm not even saying you shouldn't have it. Maybe it's completely warranted, but maybe the challenge for you is in the right situation to be able to let your guard down a little bit so that you can, have more experiences in life, or, so that you aren't feeling the negativity of it and it, bothers you. So progress, don't worry, like I say, it's always good to be wary. It's always good to have your defenses up so you don't get, harmed in any way. But at the same time, just recognize it as maybe something that you can look at and deal with. And then we have all this fabulousness, as if the Ace of Swords and this beautiful card of luck weren't fabulous enough. So you have strength, and strength is about finding your inner strength. And it's a person who can be quite compassionate, empathetic, but is very, very strong. I mean, you've got the eternity symbol over your head, and you are a person who can exert your strength in many ways. It's not something people always see, but it's within you. It's like this core part of you that when you need it, you can tap into it. And that is an amazing quality, because there are many people who honestly don't have that level of inner strength. So just knowing when you feel down, just remember that you can handle things. You can handle things that other people can't. I mean, Scorpio, you guys are really passionate, and passion is a driver for so many things, and it can be a driver for incredible power and strength. So I'm glad to see you get this. Then there's the Sun. The Sun is like the happiest card in the deck. One of them. It's one of the best cards. It's about childlike joy and feeling like you're free. There's a little child naked in the sunshine riding a horse. It's happy, happy, happy. So this can be a card about a sense of freedom and feeling new, and just being happy to be alive and enjoying yourself, just being happy that you're here on the planet with the sun streaming down, enjoying summertime, and just feel happy. You don't have to have a reason. Just feel it. You're alive. This is good. This is a really good reading in spite of this card. Don't be sad. Be happy, okay? To really just get it down to the basics. And the Magician twice is incredibly powerful. I mean, I'll take the Magician once, but to get the Magician twice is really telling you something. Again, with the eternity symbol over your head, you are more than this physical body. You are something beautiful and magnificent and unbelievable that has unbelievable power. Like, you can do anything. You have all the things you need to do anything. You've got your passion, which in you, Scorpio, is over the top. You have the wands, the action. You've got the whole skill set here. You can put things into action. You can get to the truth of the matter because you've got the swords on your side, and you can invest in yourself and those around you who you love with all that great passion to cultivate their abilities and their power and their wealth and their health and all the things that you want to create in life. It's an amazing card. This symbolism of the one hand in the air and the other one going downward is as above, so below. It's like you can pull the powers of the universe down to earth and have whatever you want. You just make it happen because you can do it. You can do it with the strength and the joy and the power and the power. I mean, this is actually an amazing reading. An amazing reading. So I don't know what's going to happen this week. You're all going to be different, but boy, I would love to know. My email is below if you want to let me know how this plays out. I'd love to hear it, and for your questions. You have a fantastic, amazing, beautiful week, and I hope to talk to you soon.